speaking of my vocal affliction, a brother said to me a number of years ago, "This is the love of the Lord for you." When I got that word, I was in so much pain, and I just said, "Lord, if this is how you love somebody else." Because it didn't feel like love. It just felt like my life is being destroyed. And I felt like the Lord asked me, "Bob, do you want to be healed or do you want to be changed?" I said yes. Hebrews 12 verse 7. If you endure chastening, God deals with you as with sons. For what son is there whom a father does not chasten? But if you are without chastening, of which all have become partakers, then you are illegitimate and not sons. The New King James Version uses the word illegitimate. However, when you go to the original Greek language, the word in the Greek there is bastards. What's a bastard? A bastard is a child born out of wedlock. Let me give you my definition of a bastard. Right mother, wrong father. Jesus called the scribes bastards. Now here's how you recognize bastards. There's no chastening in their lives. Either you're chastened as a child of God, or he leaves you to your own devices. Yes, chastening is painful, but consider the alternative. If you're not his child, he leaves you alone. We have got to come to terms with this question. What do you do with a God who crushes his favorites? Look at his favorites in the Bible. Look at the guys he really liked. Look at the guys that hung out with him. Look at the guys that he used in special ways. A common denominator in their lives, the chastening of the Lord. And then if he really likes you, if you're the apple of his eye, if you're the center of his universe, then he really crushes you. I'm speaking of the cross. When you look at Calvary, there's two groups on the hill of Calvary. There's the bastards who are blessed, comfortable, honored, clothed, established, and in control. And then there's this twisted figure on the cross who is cursed, tormented, naked, forsaken of God, despised, and writhing in agony. And let me ask you, which one had the smile of God on their life? Here is the million-dollar question. Was the cross of Jesus an instance of the Father chastening his Son? That's the big question. There are three elements involved in chastening. There is a punishment element, and when there's a punishment element involved in your chastening, that's God's way of saying, I'm going to teach you to never do that again. And then there is a purifying element in chastening. That's where God uses the chastening to make you into someone better, to refine, to change you through the journey. So in chastening, is God punishing me or is he purifying me? You will probably end up saying yes. So now let's bring that to the cross. In the cross of Jesus Christ was God the Father punishing Jesus for a sin that he had committed. No, there was no punishment. He bore our punishment, but he was not himself being punished for anything he had done. So the next question, was the cross a purifying of Jesus Christ? Was Jesus being changed in the cross? The cross did not change Jesus Christ. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. The cross was not the Father purifying the Son. chastening, because God was not punishing or purifying his Son in the cross. There is a third element involved. Hebrews 2 verse 10. For it was fitting for him, for whom are all things, and by whom are all things, in bringing many sons to glory, to make the captain of their salvation perfect through sufferings. This scripture says that Jesus was made perfect through the sufferings of the cross. Was there imperfection in Jesus that the cross had to perfect? No. So what does Hebrews 2 verse 10 mean? I believe the word here is qualification. Now there are some things in the kingdom that are given, but there is some stuff in life you have to qualify for. The sufferings of the cross were necessary to qualify Jesus Christ as the captain of your salvation. And this truth infuses the doctrine of the chastening of the Lord with so much hope for me, because it tells me God's got me on a journey, not simply to spank something out of me, but to actually qualify me for something in the kingdom of God. He's got a purpose in this thing that is so glorious and redemptive. He will chasten us, yes, to punish, yes, to purify, but even more significant,